Can you give an example of stuff you did that you wished it had?
Well, I could give an album. See You on the Other Side, which was our third record.
Yeah.
And a record that we really cherished, Grasshopper and myself. We worked incredibly in a very fluid way on it. And it has a lot of elements that we truly do listen to and like. American doo-wop from the 50s. Jazz elements, not just saxophone jazz, but it has very Miles Davis elements in it. It has some very avant-garde elements of Philip Glass or Terry Riley in it that we really loved. And for whatever reason, people seem to not be too interested in it, didn't see it, the references close enough. And it wasn't like us trying to introduce, you know, Rainbow and Curved Air to a larger audience. It was just our love of it in a way of trying to, you know, have a unique perspective on it. But it went unnoticed. And there's no amount of banging on anyone's forehead that you can do to try to say, hey, look at this, people. Look at what we've done. Look at this. It doesn't work like that. So you have to simply be silent, from my perspective, and not be bitter or angry or try to redo it on another record. It's just be silent. That's okay, you know.
And then by the time you get to Deserter songs, then suddenly...
Then everybody noticed that we were using orchestras. Yeah. And this became a worldwide phenomenon overnight, that, oh my God, a rock band is using flutes and oboes and orchestras. And to us, that took us by surprise, because we were like, people, there's been bands before, the Beatles.
Yeah.
People have done this before. It took us by equal surprise how much attention was paid to the orchestration of Deserter songs, as it did our surprise to how little notice See You on the Other Side got for some of the music there.
Yeah.
You know, and again, not qualifying it as both great albums, genius, but just simply from our perspective, they were both surprising reactions, back to back.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can never tell what's
you
going to
can't
happen.
ever tell. No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. About the new album, some in your bio, I think it said you said that the first albums of the band you described like craziness, and then came surrealism. Can you say the new album? How can you describe this era where the band is in?
I'm throwing that ball right back to you, because that's what you guys do the best. I don't know that I would have described our middle period as surreal or the first part as chaos.
Okay, that's how I got it.
No, I understand, because a bio is something that is written for us and we look it over and say, okay. So I understand all of those impressions that people get. I'm also not going to deny whatever impression you get of the new record. I wouldn't tell you that's wrong. Or, hey, man, you just don't get it. Or, hey, man, you totally get it. Your perspective is yours. It's just as valid as anything that's going to come out of my mouth in this interview. You know? That said, I'll sort of leave it at where you might. And also, I listen to people. It doesn't mean that I believe them.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah. But you're not gonna tell what it means to you.
I never had a word in mind when it was coming out of me. I didn't walk around every day sort of writing down a description so that at the end of a year I'd have a bio or something to describe it.